Stories of real-life romance and passion tomorrow afternoon, hand in hand with BBC Two's season of films, Affairs to Remember at 4:15.
Mel Brooks, Neil Simon, Woody Allen, some of America's funniest writers were inspired by one man.
I belong to Sid. Sid was the flame. Every writer was a moth.
Arena reunites the king of comedy with his team.
What you guys really did define sketch comedy in the 50s. What do you guys think of what came afterwards? The 60s.
Arena and 3 films from Caesar's writers starting at 9, Christmas Eve on BBC Two.
I love you!
Here's looking at 2, kid. Of all the channels and all the TVs and all the country, it's the only one screening Casablanca on Christmas Day. I'm saying it because it's 2. Inside of us, we both know it's the one to watch, sweetheart. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, for the rest of your life. Starting December the 25th at 3:10. Christmas wouldn't amount to a hill of beans without it.
Checking out the festive weather now on BBC Two, one of Santa's little helpers, Michael Fish.
I think I'm going to go to Australia or New Zealand this Christmas, enjoy some warm sunshine. It's going to be fine and dry there. That's in complete contrast to closer to home. In fact, on Christmas Eve, we'll still have this run of bitterly cold easterly winds. If you're off to the Alps, you'll be having some more snow. The Mediterranean not particularly settled. And indeed, Christmas Eve itself, bitterly cold. Temperatures across the whole of Europe way down. Russia, Lapland, minus 25, minus 30 degrees. And Christmas Day, dawning very similar. The high pressure still there. These easterly winds still giving some snow over the Alps and some unsettled conditions in the Mediterranean. Indeed, much of Europe looks as though it's going to be below freezing throughout the whole of Christmas Day, right the way through France and down towards that southeastern part of Europe, including even some areas of the British Isles. North America, very similar, right the way from Utah, Arkansas and Georgia northwards, below freezing throughout the day. And around the Great Lakes and up towards Canada, there'll be some fresh falls of snow. Coming back closer to home, though, that's the chart at the moment. High pressure to the north of us, massive isobars streaming in from the east, bringing 1 or 2 wintry showers in along the east coast. Reasonably broken cloud further inland, but those winds are jolly strong, up to gale force in the English Channel. So although temperatures will drop back below freezing, although the numbers don't look particularly low, that is with the wind a widespread, quite severe frost in a number of places, and with clear skies and light winds in the centre of Scotland, the temperature there dipping down as low as minus 12. Very little changing tomorrow, Christmas Eve, the chart virtually the same, so we're going to have to contend again with those bitterly cold east and northeasterly winds. They're going to be a bit lighter than today in the north of the country, still just as strong though across the south, making it feel bitterly cold. In fact, temperatures, if anything, a shade down on today's, 2, 3, 4 degrees or so at best, staying below freezing over the Scottish Highlands. Weather-wise, we're going to start off with 1 or 2 patches of freezing fog in central Scotland. They may be rather reluctant to clear. Otherwise, starting off dry and bright, reasonable sunshine, best of the sunshine in the more sheltered western areas. Near the east coast there'll always be more cloud, and later on in the day I think that cloud thickening up sufficient to bring along 1 or 2 wintry showers. Across on the continent we're going to find most northern areas during tomorrow fine and dry, bitterly cold as we saw. Some snow beginning to break out over Scandinavia, and then this band of snow to the south of us that'll be heading down towards the Alps as time goes on. Christmas Day we keep the high pressure across the British Isles, we keep the easterly winds, perhaps bringing 1 or 2 flurries of snow into those eastern counties of England, but for most of the country, after some patches of freezing fog and a very cold start with a widespread, quite severe frost, it should be dry, some weak, sort of watery winter sunshine just about everywhere, ideal for walking off that Christmas lunch. And then the high pressure is still there on Boxing Day, so we keep the cold winds coming in from the continent. With the high pressure a little bit closer, the showers should die out over England and Wales, but there'll be some rain with snow on the hills later on in the northwest. A very good night and a very happy Christmas.
It's 22 minutes past 1 and bedtime for us here on BBC Two. BBC Radio is on the air through the night. Claire Sturgis is on Radio 1. Patrick Lunt is Night Watchman on Radio 2. And you've also the choice of music, Radio 3 style, the World Service on Radio 4, and new on Radio 5 Live, Liz Barclay with the first of a series of special reports from Hong Kong at Christmas. But from the Lake team at Television Centre in London, until tomorrow, good night.